trigger. Ain't nobody gonna do for you. Pull the trigger.
Maybe you should pull the fucking trigger.
Pull the trigger. Ain't nobody gonna do for you.
What is up, guys? Thank you for tuning in to another video. Rush SRT back at it again. In today's video, we're gonna go ahead and swap out the oil on the Challenger. So I want to go ahead and take you guys with me. And Alex, actually 6.4 Alex on Instagram, is gonna go ahead and help me take care of that. So let's go. Okay guys, 30 minutes later, and I just pulled up to Alex's house. What's up, playa?
Morning, or it's afternoon. Hey, so I'm gonna back out this one, and we'll put it right here, and then just pull this one up in the driveway.
Okay guys, so we're gonna put the Challenger in the driveway and then take his C-Class over to the auto parts store, grab some oil over there. Just because when you want to do an oil change, you want to let the oil cool off a little bit. It's not a good idea to do an oil change while the car has really hot oil. You could burn yourself. Wow.
Can I wait to get rid of this thing?
What thing?
This thing.
You want to get rid of it already?
Yeah.
So we just pulled up to AutoZone. There's a helicopter that's flying really low, but we're about to go grab some oil real quick. We'll be right back. Alright guys, so we ended up going actually to O'Reilly since AutoZone didn't have the oil we needed, but here it is. Just got 10 quarts. Just want to have a little bit of excess left over for the next oil change. So now me and Alex are gonna go ahead and knock it out real quick. He did this last week with Brian's car, so it's pretty straightforward. I heard that Dodge makes it pretty easy, so we should be good.
Ridiculously.
And we're back. Now it's time to go ahead and lift the Challenger up, secure her, and get under there. Drop the old oil, put the new oil in. Alrighty guys, side boo's up on jack stands from either side. And there's little triangles down there where you're supposed to rest it on jack stands. And that's exactly how we have it. The jack is just here for extra safety. Hold up one side in case something was to happen. Okay guys, the next step is we're gonna go under the car, and there's 4 10mm bolts that have to be removed in order to access the oil pan. And that's pretty much just the cover. The 4 10mm hold the cover in place. Alrighty guys, 4 bolts are out, cover is off, and I'll show you what the cover looks like, just like that. There we go. Is it hot? You want to wait a little more?
No.
That's so nice though.
Thank you. Okay guys, so once you're under the car, you have the cover off. If you look to the side right here, the bolt is actually right there. So it's very easy to access, right in the middle. And if you look up here, there's the oil filter that will have to be replaced as well. So that's it, super simple. We're gonna go ahead and break that bolt and then drain the oil, swap out the oil filter, and add some more oil, and they make it really easy, which is awesome. And there's all the old oil gas coming out. It's a little hot, but you have to try to pouring out right. And the driveway's at an incline, which is kind of helping us out a little bit.
the filter, and I'm gonna let you figure out how to do it. You take it off completely?
Yeah.
Fuck the gosh.
What?
You're supposed to let it drain a little bit first.
I did.
You did?
Yeah, but it's draining on my arm. Just leave it. It's draining on it.
Okay.
I still don't want to spill on anything, and I think we're good. So in order to lubricate it, you just put a little oil on your finger, then around the O-ring,
And put a little bit.
and then sometimes you can pour a little bit inside just to help out. Okay, so now we're just going to go ahead and install the new filter. It's going to rotate into place, tighten it down.
It's so slippery.
Now we're going to pop the hood, start adding in the new oil. Since we are done taking out the old oil, just like that. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. Oh, it's a little snug. Alrighty guys, so we're adding oil now. You need 7 quarts. So 7 quarts has already been added. Now we're gonna go ahead and just check the oil dipstick. And perfect. So we look at the lines here, and it's on the safe line, which means that we are good to go. And then you want to start the car up just to make sure that there's no leaks underneath. So we started her up. She's idling just fine. We look underneath and it is clear. So that means we're good. And I'm doing this oil change at 10,500 miles. Alrighty guys, so we ended up wrapping that up. It was actually really easy to do the oil change on the 392. So 7 quarts were taken out, 7 back in. Check the oil level, it was good. Last piece is to put that cover back on for 10 mil bolts, and that's it for the oil change. But one last thing you want to do is make sure that you reset your oil life. So that's going to be under the vehicle info. I'm going to scroll over to it, and it's right there, oil life. So what you're going to do is just hold it down. Engine must be off. Ignition on run, so let's go ahead and turn off the engine. Ignition will put it in run. And you're just going to hold it, and there we go. That's reset to 100%, so that way we can at least have an accurate gauge of how things are going.